When I was in high school, I truly believed that I was going to be successful in everything that I did. A very specific example, I was nominated for a local theater award for my performance as the dentist in Little Shop of Horrors, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna win this. I didn't win it, and I was really upset by this, and in a number of things that happened to me in high school, because in my mind, I felt entitled to things working out for me. And the reason I felt entitled was because I had been through some things, TM, in my life, and therefore the world owed me. I truly believed that because of the experience that I had had up to that point, I was a better person than people because I had lived more, quote unquote. I truly believed that. I was not overtly arrogant or cocky. In fact, most of the stuff never left my brain or my thoughts, but these are things that I believed. I have been obsessed with stories my entire life, and in particular, I've been obsessed with my own story and my own personal narcissistic fashion. I find a lot of value in reflection. I find a lot of value in trying to get the most out of my experiences as possible. I try to do that. For the most part, it has made me a better person, but like in the example I provided at the beginning of this shindig, sometimes it is manifested in this sort of self-centered view of the world in which I am the protagonist of the film of life, and everyone else is supporting characters, and the story's about me. And only me. And I think when we're younger people, that's kind of how the world looks to us, because that's how we understand the world, because we're really only perceiving ourselves, so why wouldn't it be about us? Most of us, as we get older, outgrow this. Most of us, not all of us, but this is something that necessarily doesn't get grown out of entirely. It just kind of evolves, and I think for me it has evolved into something that generally is good, but I think recently has been paralyzing. From summer 2012 until I moved to Los Angeles in 2015, my life was very narrative-based. It was very simplistic, and it was very laid out in front of me. Everything was simple and easy, and it made sense in this story of my life. I took a look at my life, in particular my sobriety, and in my goals being to move to Los Angeles. And I took those things and I put them together in this neat little package, and I turned that into what I did for 3 years, which was make YouTube videos, go to work, save money. And that's all I did. And the thing is, that worked. Maybe I wasn't the happiest person. Maybe I didn't have the fullest life that I could have had. Maybe I missed out on a lot, but it worked. I got what I wanted, and I did that. I have found, since being in Los Angeles, since living on my own, since kind of crafting the entire shape of my life on my own, that kind of thing doesn't work for me anymore. In fact, in many ways, I felt trapped by the story that I wrote for myself. I felt trapped by the narrative of my life and sobriety, all coming from that point on July 21st, 2012. I felt trapped by that. And that's not the first time that that's happened to me. There's been many things in my life that I have experienced and lived through and turned into these like sacred moments in which I'm born in some way in these moments, and I carry all of that baggage with me throughout my entire life. And I find that it's weighed me down recently. It's weighed me down. As I'm getting older, as my life is taking shape, I'm realizing that there is only so much you can do on your own. And when you look at your life as a story with a beginning point, a middle point, an end point, and you look at everything in these narrative kind of ways, that's limited, and you're gonna plateau, and you're gonna find that at some point it's not gonna be enough for you. The past is an extremely useful tool for understanding yourself. It's also an extremely useful tool for learning about the world and figuring out things. I think I'm always going to be a reflective person. I'm always going to be somebody who enjoys looking at my experiences and trying to derive the most I can out of that. I think that's an incredibly valuable tool that I'm fortunate enough to possess. But something that has hurt a lot recently to realize is that I have to become more than the things that have happened to me. I have to become more than the failed relationships, than the family problems, than the addictions, than the mental health issues. I have to become more than that, because otherwise I'm going to be stuck in just this repetition cycle of doing the same thing over and over again, and not really progressing past a certain point. In the past week or so, I have taken tangible steps to do exactly that. I've experienced some rather heavy things in which I've confronted my past head on, directly, and took control of that. And honestly, it's not something I want to like talk about specifically, but it's something that is critical, I think, for who I want to be in my life. I don't want to be the kind of person who's married to my sob story, who's married to all the bad things that have happened to me in a way that just turned me into this like checklist series of traits and characteristics. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be the kind of person who's just doing the same thing over and over again with my life because that's all I know. I want to do more than that. The past has been everything for me. Everything has been so significant to me in my entire life because I've just been holding on to the things that have happened to me. But I want to be more than that. I want to look at the past like this wave at my back that I'm just sort of like surfing on and shredding that nar-nar. That's what surfers say, right? I don't know. The past has to become the catalyst, but the catalyst only starts the reaction. We are more than the things that have happened to us. The things that have happened to us are, of course, significant in that they happen to us and that they inform our lives and that they are factors in our identity. However, we're more than that. And I hope for all of us in the coming year that we really take control of our lives and move forward. I keep telling people that 2017 for me, I'm going to enter my second stage Pokemon evolution because I'm not final form, but I'm going to step up. I feel like I'm a level 22 Squirtle that held himself back from evolving so I can learn Bite quicker. And that's what I feel like. I would love to hear what you guys have to think in the comments down below. Reading them always makes me smile. You guys always make me smile. And I'm just very appreciative for everything. I'm going to get off of here now. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you on Monday. A lot of cars driving by. Bumping some tunes, are we? Alright. Love it. Having fun.